Picture this. A royal fairy tale written in golden ink suddenly torn apart with one final signature. For years, the titles Duke and Duchess of Sussex clung like fragile threads, even as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped away from palace life. But now, the royal family has delivered the ultimate verdict. King Charles himself has signed the legal order that strips away the last vestige of their official royal identity. No more His Royal Highness. No more Her Royal Highness. Just Harry and Meghan. For some, this marks overdue closure. For others, it's a heartbreaking symbol of doors locked forever. So how did we get here? And what does this mean for the couple who once stood at the altar as symbols of modern royal love? Let's dive in. But before we continue, please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. The final break in a shaky bridge. Ever since Harry and Meghan's explosive departure in 2020, their connection to the monarchy has been one of hesitation, half measures, and tense compromise. The couple settled into life in California, trading Buckingham Palace banquets for Montecito living rooms. Yet the titles Duke and Duchess of Sussex still lingered, like ghosts of the life they left behind. With this new announcement, that lingering tie has been cut with surgical precision. For Harry, reports suggest the news hit like a thunderclap. He reportedly broke down, overwhelmed by the reality that the monarchy had chosen permanence over possibility. Meghan, on the other hand, is said to be devastated, not for the pomp, but for the finality of it all. Imagine being told the bridge to your old world has not just collapsed, but been burned. But was this inevitable? Could the royal family have chosen reconciliation instead? King Charles's difficult decision. It's easy to imagine King Charles pacing behind palace walls, torn between the duty of protecting the crown and the instinct of a father. On one side, tradition and responsibility weigh heavily. On the other, the love for a son who's drifted far beyond palace gates. The decision to sign away their titles wasn't made lightly. It sends a strong message. Royal privileges come with royal responsibility. To critics, this is the monarchy finally drawing a firm boundary. To supporters of Harry and Meghan, it feels like punishment for daring to rewrite the script. Does this mean Charles has shut the door forever? Or is it a dramatic pause in a story still unfolding? Life after titles. A double-edged sword. On paper, losing the titles might not seem catastrophic. Harry and Meghan have carved out an independent empire with Netflix, books, and speaking engagements. Their names alone carry more recognition than most royals could dream of. But here's the kicker. The titles weren't just decoration. They carried weight, symbolism, and the sense of belonging to an institution older than most nations. Without them, the couple must rely entirely on their personal brand. That's both freeing and terrifying. Sure, they no longer have palace restrictions, but they also lose the shield of royal formality. From now on, every move they make is entirely their own. No more royal duty as an excuse, no more fallback on the crown's mystique. Is this a chance for them to truly shine? Or will the absence of royal protection expose new cracks? The emotional fallout. For Harry, the emotional toll is undeniable. He grew up as a prince, shielded and defined by royal life. To have that identity legally stripped must feel like losing part of himself. Meghan's pain, meanwhile, is different. She may not have been born royal, but she carried the title with pride, not just for herself but for her children. The couple now faces the daunting task of explaining this seismic change to Archie and Lilibet. Imagine the bedtime conversations. Why aren't we royal anymore? For parents trying to create a sense of stability, that's a tough question to navigate. Could this loss actually bring them closer as a family, united by their shared struggle? The world reacts. Public reaction, as always with Harry and Meghan, is split down the middle. Some see the removal of titles as justice served, a clear consequence of choosing independence over duty. Others view it as cold-hearted, especially given the fragile state of family relations. Across social media, debates rage. Is the monarchy preserving tradition or alienating its most relatable figures? Could this move backfire, making Harry and Meghan martyrs in the court of public opinion? And let's not forget the media frenzy. Because if there's one thing the Sussexes guarantee, it's headlines. What happens next? Here's the intriguing part. Without the titles, Harry and Meghan are no longer defined by palace protocol. This could be the fresh start they've been searching for. New projects, new ventures, maybe even new opportunities to rebuild bridges on their own terms. But there's also a looming shadow. Will the door to royal reconciliation ever open again? Or has the monarchy bolted